Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So today we got a reading. I feel like it's a lengthier reading, so please bear with me if you don't care for those. If you do, enjoy. Today's topic for the pick a card reading is gonna be how you seduce this person and play into their sexual fantasies. Now, I know that's long, so it's probably not going to be what you see when this upload happens, but that's just kind of the energy we kind of went with as we developed the energies of each pile. So I did do my normal pull where I had my spread laid out, but I also stepped aside for each pile and pulled from 3 additional decks, my 3 astrology decks. Honestly, I had a new deck that was astrology based that I want to use, so I just decided to extend the readings in that way. We did channel songs for each pile. Those are in the description box as well, so you can pick based on number, you can pick based on crystal, and you can pick based on songs, however it feels for you. So that being said, the piles are in order as they normally are. Oh, this is a timeless reading, but oh, and this is also an 18+ reading. Yeah, I forget to say some of the things I'm supposed to say because I don't always do these types of readings, but this is a sexual reading. It's 18+ adult only. It is timeless, but let's just hop into it. So 1, 2, 3 from left to right. Take a moment to select your pile. It's no rush. Pause if you need to. Okay, pile 1. So as I'm most likely going to say in the intro, the working title I'm using right now may not be the one you see when this video is uploaded. Right now, we're just going to say how you seduce them. But again, I have a lot of, I scribbled down a lot of things that I'm probably going to put in the description box that I was looking for with this reading. This is an 18+ reading. There's going to be sexual energy in this reading. So, yeah, I know that's exciting because I know y'all really like that, but just to get into it, because there's lots of messages here and this is going to be long, you do have 2 channeled songs because that's what happens when I do these readings, apparently. There's a song called, I think it's Get You Out of My Mind. I'm going to put it in the description box. I'm going to put the artist and everything, so you don't have to look for it. It's going to be down there. And I also have Bad by Wale and Rihanna. So those are the 2 songs that came through as I was shuffling and laying out the pile. So I will say immediately with that Knight of Swords reversed and that 8 of Mental, which is the 8 of Swords, that's trapped in fear. You suck this person in with your energy. And I'm hearing that that is a literal statement as well, like a play on oral. So even if you haven't been sexually interacting with this person, that's definitely on this person's mind. So like you have a very attractive mouth area, and this person and other people in general, they like your lips, okay? So you have very magnetic and sexual pull for whatever reason, like think Pluto, Scorpio, 8th house vibes, possibly Lilith, like if you have Lilith in the 1st. If you or the person you're thinking of with this reading don't have heavy themes of that nature in your natal charts, there's definitely something triggering your charts within the synastry overlay, okay? So there's just lots of energy flowing around this pile in general, and I'm having trouble focusing, so I'm just gonna keep going. I do see very clearly that for this person, you are a distraction. Okay? This person loves talking to you. They love listening to you. They love the sound of your voice. And with this Divine Feminine card and the Tantric Journey combo, you are considered a very attractive person, but it's different. Like you do have like you are conventionally and traditionally attractive, but there's like an edge. There's something deeper, some layers there, some type of quirk or something that just unique about you that just takes your beauty and your energy to a whole other level. Okay, and that kind of scares this person in a very thrilling way. So it's almost, if not taboo, like there's definitely some Lilith energy here. Okay, and then there's like that surprise element because you do have that new beginnings card, which is the Fool, and that's like Uranus Aquarius energy, again that quirk, and also the element of surprise, right? So let's look at that section. You do have trapped in fear, and it's surrounded by new beginnings and awareness. So with that, you and this person are very different. Okay? But in whatever energy is connecting you, you are expanding and opening this person up to energy and experiences they never considered. Okay? Like, you're not each other's usual type, but especially them, they've never pursued someone like you before. So if they come out, like I'm seeing that if they're coming across as awkward, that's why. I will say that in general, Pile One, you feel like you often attract people you shouldn't. Like people that you have quote unquote no business like attracting. Like it could be because people like maybe you're in a relationship, someone else is in a relationship, but I'm also like feeling like sometimes you make people question their sexuality. And it's funny because like I'm not talking about just straight people. So like something about your energy makes people attracted to you sexually, even if you are not what they would normally be attracted to. But when it comes to the specific person, you have this immobilizing hold on this person, and they can't figure out what it is, and they don't know how to address it. Okay, so that Knight of Swords reversed. This person wants to have this conversation about how they feel, but they have no idea what to say, how to start, and like there's just so many emotions here. Okay, especially with all of those cups in this pile. Okay, also lots of thinking here because you have that awareness card, again Knight of Swords reversed, and you also have the Daughter of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So like lots of thinking, lots of mental, and lots of emotions, right? But also with that, this person energy has just been all over the place in that stuck energy, and that's why you may be getting that chaotic energy from them. Like they may be all over the place, like I said, because you've got the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Okay, this person's frustration and their desire for you is like unmatched. Like if they could have sex with you right now, they would. Okay, now I do see that some of you, that stuck energy is them trying to figure out how to get to you because there's some distance with that Eight of Cups. Okay, and if that's the case, they're definitely going to come in if there's some distance. Okay, or trying to figure out like how to get whatever blockage that's stopping you two from being together, or any confusion there may be in the connection, resolving that. But I'm looking at that second section of tarot cards. I think that is the Afro Goddess Tarot, and basically there's some tea literally being spilled there. That's not necessarily sexual. It ties in, but like this is business you want to know, because literally you have the Ace of Cups spilling over. So let me tap into that real quick, because some of you, there's going to be like some type of social event or a party, could be a general gathering where you both you're both going to be there, And this person's gonna, like, in, hold on, past or future energy. So some of you, it happened already. A lot of you, it's coming. But at this situation, wherever you two both are, this gathering, this person's gonna very clearly make their intentions known to you. Okay, that they want to be with you. Again, past energy, some of you, a lot of you, it's future. And I do see that those of you in third party situations with that 3 of Cups, with that 8 of Cups, this person has made their decision. Okay, so back on topic, that was just something that came through hot, and I was like, ooh, let me spill this tea. But part of this person's sexual, like, oh, okay, this is a mutual thing, because I didn't mean this person's. They have a sexual and seductive hold on you as well. Okay, that makes this interesting. Okay, but knowing that, part of the sexual and seductive hold you have on them, it's like a game of cat and mouse, okay? This person keeps searching for opportunities. Ooh, and that's the word. That's the word. That's like a theme here. Like, they keep searching for opportunities to be alone with you, to talk to you, to see you, to have sex with you. It just feels like they or you have to slip away to do that. Okay, and even then, the energy is so intense between you two that they'd rather other people kind of be around at first. And it's like a thrill, okay? Like, this person likes discreetly staking their claim on you in front of other people. So like, they kind of fantasize, okay, we're going into the fantasy a bit. Like, they fantasize about like going to parties, gatherings, social events with you, like with you as theirs. Okay, and then having wild and passionate sex with you after. Like, going out, letting other people like stare at you and like be attracted to you, and then claim you and mark their territory later. Okay, so like this person's funny. They're like, look at the greatness and the beauty that this person is. Yes, I'm bringing that home with me. And I'm feeling like this person really plays into that, or will, because they feel a lot more affectionate in public. Like, again, marking their territory is a huge thing with this person. Yeah. So in public, this person is going to be touchy feely just enough for other people to know to back off. Like, they are horny in general, though. I'm not gonna lie. This person has very like lots of sexual frustration just radiating from the pile, from their perspective. And like, they think about sex with you all the time. And this person is also very adventurous sexually, I will say, like bondage, toys, threesomes, even again, 3 of Cups here. You've got like the Knight of Swords reversed, hanging upside down. You have that trapped in fear. That's like bondage energy. But okay, I'm hearing that even if this person has not necessarily been active in these fantasies, like this adventurous sexual nature, they definitely think about it often. But the thing that is very interesting about this pile is, I don't think, based on their energy and their reactions towards you, I don't believe this person has ever felt for anyone else the way they feel for you. Okay? Some of these people you're asking about, pile 1, have never been in love before. Okay, they've been in relationships based on extreme sexual attraction and or a sense of obligation. So this is the nature of their past relationships, if they've ever been in any serious relationships. This person dates people based on extreme sexual attraction or whatever the obligation is. Okay, so that spiritual and emotional connection that came along with the sexual attraction to you, right? Because they're sexually attracted to you, that's what happened first. But when they realized there was a spiritual and emotional connection there, it's very new to them, it's very confusing, and it's very alarming. Okay, they've never been fixated on a person emotionally before in the way that they are you. So they're already reevaluating their sexual interest as a result of this. Like, there's things that they're into that they've already decided to let go. Like, I'm hearing they don't want to, quote unquote, violate you like that. So it's important to remember when we're talking about this person, remember that sex has not been based in spirit or love for this person, okay? Now, it's like now they're in love with you. And they are or like having sex with you or want to have sex with you. And not only are they not wanting to, quote unquote, violate you, but they're also extremely territorial. Okay, a lot of the things that they were interested in sexually prior to establishing a connection with you, they're thinking about, like, you can't do stuff like that with someone you're in love with. You just can't. That's where their head is. In their mind, like, it's a no-go. It's not even something they would they even at this point in time, they don't even want to bring it up to you that they have done those things if they haven't mentioned it, because they don't even want to put that in your head. They don't even want to plant that seed because they're not open to it anymore. Like, if you want to upset this person, like, go ahead and ask them for a threesome. Like, if you want to see an explosion happen, do that. Like, that's the energy coming through. Like, a lot of the bondage things that they were into, like some of the more deviant things that they were into, ask them, like, say, express an interest in it, and then just watch. It's not gonna be pretty, okay? It's very interesting that this person is like, oh no, I can't do that anymore. But again, like I said, I want you to understand, sex and love are two different things for this person. And the connection they have with you, you've come along. And I think part of the journey with this connection is going to be them merging spirituality, love, their emotions with sex, because right now they're detached. Okay, so this person is processing being in love, true love, for the first time. So, like I said, that disconnect, if you eventually want to explore that side of their sexual nature, that's something they're going to have to work through, and it's going to take some time, because right now they're not open to it. And honestly, you might get a hostile reaction if you, like, try to bring that up. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but right now they're working through some things, some complexities in their perception and how they feel and perceive things. Like, you're kind of triggering what they believe things to be. So in being in love with you, like, they've kind of boxed the things that they were into sexually into a category of taboo, it's bad. And honestly, it just, the way that this person's energy reads, it's like that was already the nature of it. Like, those acts they were doing, like the way that they were having sex, approaching sex, was because they felt they weren't supposed to be doing it. That was this person's nature. That was their approach to sex. Like, this is something people think you shouldn't be doing, so I'm gonna do it anyway. That was the way they would approach it. Now they're having to learn to see sex from a perspective of love and spirit, and that's new. Honestly, like, I would just suggest starting slow with this person. But honestly, this person is like, in their mind, they're like, I'm gonna like, for the sake of their heart, they're gonna let go of their sexual appetite. And they don't even realize it yet that they aren't sacrificing anything sexually with you, because they like they're stepping into a realization that everything they were trying to quote unquote satisfy sexually, they found in you. And that's not just like if they were sexually quote unquote deviant, if they were just hypersexual in general. Like they were looking to fill a void that they just weren't being satisfied. That's why they kept trying this extreme to the next extreme, to this thing, that thing, trying all of the different things to try to satisfy themselves sexually. But really what was missing was spirit and that emotional connection that they didn't think they would find, that they did find in you. So they're realizing that they don't want to do those things. Again, not saying you won't be open to that in the future and that they won't calm down and, you know, enjoy themselves sexually with you in the future, beyond vanilla sex. It just means that they're at a point where they're not addicted to sex anymore, if they have a sex addiction, things of that nature. So yeah, very intense people y'all are dealing with here. Very interesting. It makes an interesting pile to read, but like, this is a very complex individual with lots of demons and lots of, not issues, none of us are perfect, but like they're kind of, because this is so new, they're over analyzing the connection. But I do see that because like you're pulling them in so intensely, spiritually and emotionally in a way they never have, that if you have not already had sex with them, when you do, it's going to open up all their chakras, and it's going to be a very spiritual, magical, and tantric journey. Okay, that tantric journey is there for a reason. Like the orgasms you two will have with one another are going to be very transformative. And I'm not going to lie, this person may be shook after having sex with you for the first time if they haven't already, because they're not used to that. Again, they're used to sex from a very detached, get what I need and get out kind of perspective. So when you touch them in spirit, like they may need a moment, okay? Like they may need a moment. So I think at this point, I'm just gonna shuffle those oracle cards I mentioned, the astrology based ones, the 3 decks, and then I may lay them on top so that we can see them, because I don't want to move these cards, and then we'll get some additional messages. All right, and we're back, pile 1. I'm probably gonna have to, along with I think I'm gonna put the names of the crystals. I may remember exactly what they are. I'm gonna put yeah, I'm gonna put that. I think I'm gonna link the name of these decks just in case you're interested as well, because I used a lot of them today. So these are 3 decks. 2 of them you're already familiar with. The other one, again, I don't know the name of it. I'm gonna put it in the description box. So you do have very fixed energy here. With that Aquarius card, you've got Taurus, you've got the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. Very territorial energy here. This person is absolutely not open to losing you. Okay, they're just not. And I'm seeing that they're like, their sexual attraction is magnified by their feelings for you, because again, this is new. And that Aquarius 11th house card, that is, yeah, it says show the world the real you. That's the full moon in Aquarius. That card represents like networking and social causes. And I feel like I mentioned like an event earlier. Like I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but it just, if you remember that, if that's the thing that I said instead of just thinking, it might be a more structured event. Like it's not, like, because that card is here now, it may be more structured than going to like a bar with friends. Like think social organization, or maybe even like a professional event, like a networking event. Might be the launch of something, or something new being introduced with that new moon energy. Could be a new foundation or something being built, stabilized with that Taurus energy. If this is business related, it could be something like the event is business related. It could be something that's being acquired, right? Whatever that event is, it could be of that nature. If there's a situation gathering approaching or that pops up later, okay? So back on the seductive hold you have on this person, they love that they can be unapologetically themselves with you, and they're ready, like, yeah, they're ready to lock you down, okay? And when they do that, they want to reveal themselves to the whole world as they already have with you, okay? And I'm saying that with the Moonology section, right? Because it says, show the world the real you, a new start is coming, your dreams need a practical plan. And then you also have, tying into that new moon card, like that a new start is beginning, you have new beginnings as well. So that's what you're doing to this person, okay? Yeah, especially with the Spirit de la Lune deck, because your cards there are be, and then you have connect, and the bottom of the deck energy is contentment. So, like, this person, like, it's literally like be, connect, right? So being connected to you brings this person lots of fulfillment, okay? And that's also a play on this person's sexual appetite. Like, the connection they have with you calms them down, and they have everything they need without just filling those gaps sexually or attempting to, right? Like, everything that they were looking for, like I said earlier, sexually, they've kind of found emotionally and spiritually via the connection with you. And this person's about to switch it up in a good way. They really are. Like I said, you got so much new beginnings, new start energy, like show the world. Then you see practical plan. Underneath, you have Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. So I think you're going to be surprised as well as other people in this person's transformation glow up, because we do have the 8th house here, which is the house of transformation. And I just want to say that I think part of this energy that's going to surprise you, part of this transformation, is this person's nature. Like, this person, with that Taurus card, because it is the full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan card. That's the card I'm talking about when I say Taurus energy. With that, and then you have the 7th house. That's heavy Venus energy. So if this person hasn't already, they're about to get really romantic with you. Like wine and dine, flowers, right? And honestly, that same energy is this person seeing themselves with you long term, like marriage, because the 7th house rules that. Taurus is the 2nd house of like assets and such. Like, that's the energy here. And because we do have that Taurus 2nd house energy here in that 8th house card, your relationship will be very stable, and especially in terms of like security, finances, stability, money. That's a good thing. Okay, that's a good thing. And again, the energy of these cards, that's one of the reasons why I want to use these in this reading. This may be reflective of your synastry with this person. Like, that includes that Aquarius card and those 7th house themes, okay? So looking at that 7th house card of this person wanting to be in a stable, long-term relationship, marriage, contract, however you perceive it, I'm seeing, okay, so that card leading into the conjunction reverse, right? I'm seeing that not only would no one expect this coupling, oh yeah, especially with that Aquarius card, I keep saying that you two are very different because the cards keep stressing it. So that's important. It must be like some yin and yang vibes with you two. Okay? But I do like that with that conjunction in reverse, because it's showing that you two are not alike. There's not that much you two perceive yourselves as having in common, or other people. Like, it doesn't seem like you have much in common. You are not the same. So interestingly enough, Pawan, as I was like talking about that last section of cards, I realized that I had not placed that card. Like, I dropped it over to the side. So the last card I'm putting there. So like, if you see the cut and like now there's a third card next to the overview, which is the bottom of the deck, is because it was like off to the side somewhere, and I was like, I need to talk about this card. So like I said, with the conjunction in reverse and how you two are like an odd couple that people didn't expect, it with it not being the opposition and it being the conjunction in reverse, it kind of shows that an odd coupling that when you see it, it makes sense. So it's like, I would have never put those two together, but now that I see them together, that works. I like that, right? Kind of energy. Like, that's a nice coupling. So that's the energy. And that card that I dropped off to the side, the square, makes sense being at the end, because it's basically showing that the aspects of you two that are not conjunct, right? The parts that are of you two that are not the same, they're complementing. They're complementary, because like, that is how you two will grow and learn as a unit, right? So like, I'm thinking of like how they use those like complementary things, like my economics degree is coming out right now, like the complementary goods kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking of, where you like, you know, that kind of scenario. But I don't want to go off on a tangent about that. I'm just saying, that's you two. You two are complementary goods. So it's just basically that square following that conjunction reverse shows that you'll be able to not only work through those differences, but use those differences to work more efficiently as a unit, right? And with the 8th house as the bottom deck, this connection is going to completely transform you both, and you're going to see so much growth in all areas of your lives. And you're going to have good sex too, because the 8th house definitely rules sex. So I want to throw that out there, since that's why a lot of you are here, because y'all really like these 18 plus sexual nature readings. So I don't have anything else. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, pile 2, how you seduce them, or how you play into their sexual fantasies. And we're going to look at some of those fantasies and such. So I just want to say, those of you from pile 1 that rolled over, because I know sometimes people pick multiple piles. The energy was a bit heavy. I did take a break and come back, because like, I cleared the whole space again and came back because it did want to take over. So there's definitely some of you here. So those of you that are here, the bottom deck energy for pile 1, I didn't read it. It was like the 2 tarot decks that I have at the bottom of this, they were both the Lovers at the bottom. So that's kind of carried over into this. So I cleared everything. I'm back, and we're ready to go with just pile 2. But again, if this resonates, take it as it does. So I will say, I did get multiple songs for pile 2. So I'm going to put those in the description box. One of them was, well, the first one was Madonna, Like a Prayer. Then I got Beyonce, Halo. And then I have I can't remember the artist, but there's Like You Mean It. So I'm going to link that below if you're interested in the channeled songs. And when I say channel, I mean like literally, like I'm shuffling and I hear a song. Like I don't shuffle a playlist or anything. Yeah. So it's very clear immediately with this person, you open them up. I want to get through. There's a very clear energy, very powerful spiritual energy coming through that I want to touch on and get out of the way before I get into the seductive and sexual energy, just because like I'm not even able to cut through it to get to that. So I just need to get it out of the way so that the other energy can come in so we can answer the question we're asking. So this is a person that you make them feel like a kid again. It's very youthful energy, and the rush they get from their feelings for you and being sexually attracted to you, like it creates a sense of joy, okay? And this is most likely my mature grown pile, because it feels like a revisiting of younger days. And even if that's not, like, let's say your early 20s instead of 30 plus, this person that you're asking about, they tend to take themselves very seriously, okay? Their vibe is much older than their real age because something about their experiences have matured them faster, okay? So in this case, this person is feeling much younger in their connection to you, okay? So like that God of Swords energy, which is the King of Swords, that's that person's energy. Very serious, very knowledgeable, smart, wise, but very uptight as well. So especially, yeah, with that Magician card, that's someone that's really wanting to be in control of everything. And it's like you make this person release all of that. And that's a major theme in this pile, because this is a very spiritual or religious pile. And I feel like a lot of my piles lately have been that way. So I feel like some of you are stepping in. Maybe you're on your spiritual journey, finding your religion, or you are religious, always have been. Just a lot of you, probably newer viewers, are just a lot more spiritual and religious than past energies. But I will say that the main reason why I wanted to mention that I'm gonna get into that seductive energy and that sexual fantasy is because it's not initial right now. Like, this is more than sexual attraction for this person, okay? When this person is with you or thinking of you, they feel closer to God, source, spirit, universe, whatever you want to call it. That is how they feel. And the foundation of your seductive energy towards this person, like, it is your light, okay? You have a very fun, pure, and bright aura, and this person gravitates towards that, okay? You make them feel like they want to go on adventures. You make them want to have fun, things like that, okay? Like, you're reminding them that there's more to life in the world than their day-to-day and what they're doing. Yeah, like, most of the people around this person, they really feed into their overly serious nature, but you don't. I feel like you caught this person off guard, because most people are like, yeah, that person just, they don't like fun, they don't take breaks. But then you came along like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing that? So, and it doesn't feel like many people ask this person how they're doing, or really even question what they're doing and why in the way that you did. So like whenever you did that, or however you approach this person, like with that weird energy of just nonstop going, they do, you just kind of you hooked them ever since. So which is interesting, especially for those of you that are younger here. It's always funny when like if you're like early 20s, if you encounter someone that's already behaving as though they're like mid-30s, you're like, it's just funny to see the dynamic of like, we're still children. Not children, but you know what I mean? Like I feel like you have that sarcastic energy where like that person, like if you're like 21-ish and that person's like already acting like a 40-year-old, you're like, we're children. Like I can already see you being that way. So that's just funny. Like I heard that. So some of you may have done exactly that. So I think it's important. Okay, so if you've been wondering if this person is only interested in a fling, I could see why it would appear that way because of the emphasis on fun. Like you may do adventures, it may just feel surface level or appear to be surface level because it's always wanting to do something fun or wanting to have sex or just something to release the stress of life. But this person is very serious about you because of the way of living you're introducing to them, okay? Yeah, oh, and that I definitely want to mention, stick around after I get over this this part of the pile because I'm gonna pull from 3 more astrology based decks just to get more of that seductive and sexual energy. See what comes through for this. And I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So this person, this person really wants you to know about their feelings before sex. So if you have not had sex with this person, if you're with this person and they haven't made that move yet and you're wondering why, it's important to them that you know that there's more than a sexual attraction to you. Okay? And that entire top row is the foundation of this person's feelings and sexual attraction to you. Okay? You have realization on one end and delight on the other end. Okay? So they've realized what joy, happiness, and fun feels like in their interactions with you. That's how they feel. And especially with that, the universe card, which is the world, and then you have the light card, which is the sun, and you have the 10. Nope, that's a 1. I don't know why I said 10. 10 may be a major theme. I feel like the number 10 is important since I said 10. And number 19 is important as well. That also reduces to 10. So you have 2 cards that are 19. I just said 10. That's important for you in some way. Okay. But the point I was finishing was you have that 1 of spirit card, which is passion ignited. And like, that's just how this person feels. Like that entire row. It's straight to the point. You don't even need to know how to interpret cards to get how this person feels for you just by looking at that row. But just to tap on those tarot cards quickly to get through this point so we can get to the topic. Like you have the God of Swords, the Daughter of Cups, the Two of Cups, and a Magician. And that's this person wanting to present a romantic offer so the two of you can create together. They like create experiences, things, new ways of living. It was okay. And then the second set of tarot, you've got, that's the 8 of Swords in reverse. That's them not holding back anymore to this new love you two have or could have in that Ace of Cups. And it's opening up this person in a way that's creating lots of anxiety, okay, and nervousness, because that's the 9 of Swords following that Ace of Cups. Like they're really nervous about it, but it's only because they're stepping into brand new territory with the Fool card, okay? Again, significance with 19, 10. You have the 0 card. So just lots of new beginnings coming in here. Okay, and we can definitely move on now to the topic of more of that seductive and sexual energy and possibly some fantasies, whatever we see, because that person made it, like that person's energy was like needing you to know that it was more than sex for them. So yeah, so there's a very heavy and passionate energy from the pile, very fiery, okay? And this person is is very much seduced by, and they love that you best them from time to time. Okay, there's a lot there's a bit of competitive energy here. I'm not gonna lie. There's a little edge of competitive nature. Like there's some things that you know that they don't, and that really turns them on. Okay, so the God of Swords is used to being the source of information and knowledge. Okay, they're used to being one of the smartest people in the room. So they love that you correct them sometimes and that you educate them. Okay, and they definitely fantasize about some friendly competition or some type of mental stimulation and then some sex after. Like that's where they are. Okay, like having a deep conversation with you and then later having sex, playing board games, video games, and then having sex after. I see this person wants to travel and have sex with you on new adventures. They may want to take a class, start a new hobby, then have sex after. Like that's where they are. Okay, like this person feels like you're a mental equal, but they love that you aren't intimidated by them. Okay, they love that you won't back down when challenging them. Okay, so again, there's a theme of learning something together, competing in some form together, or possibly competing against each other. And again, sex after. Like that's what it is for them. That's what gets them going. It almost feels like, minus the toxic energy, it feels very Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So yeah, but there's a heavy emphasis on travel, new environments surrounding this person's fantasy. Okay, and this person is heavy into setting the place, right? They're very into foreplay, lots of preparation on their end, right? Trips, many adventures leading up to it, right? They may say, let's take a cooking class. That might be date night. Do some little workshop course or class. That may be date night. Even on a regular day-to-day basis, this person isn't necessarily spontaneous when it comes to sex. Like they're not just ready to go as soon as they get home from work unless there's been a build-up throughout the day. Like the only way that's happening is if you know, like if you called them and had a little seductive conversation on the phone, maybe you send a naughty pic or two. Okay, you know, you do that, then like you need to be ready as soon as they hit the door because there was that build-up throughout the day. Sometimes this person might think their way into arousal, like daydreaming, or if you're together just regular day-to-day, you may say or do something that resurfaces a memory that has them ready to go, right? Things like that. So I do want to go ahead and pull those additional cards, and then I'm going to just lay them on top of these so that I can still have access to these just in case I want to refer back to them. But we're going to do that, and let's see. And we're back from the shuffle. So, okay, now I see why there wasn't a heavy dominance of sexual energy. Your person's a bit of a stick in the mud, but that is okay. It just appears that you've got yourself a workaholic, okay? That's okay, okay? Because you're going to help show this person the error of their ways. So, and I say that like genuinely, like this person's a stick in the mud, but that's okay. Like, they're probably not really into, they're probably not that adventurous when it comes to sex. They could be, that may be something that they're open to, but they're very restricted in how much they reveal about their sexual nature. They're very reserved and conservative in the way that they carry themselves. So they're just not gonna give us a hypersexual take. Not that that's not there. I feel like we did get to see the things that they fantasize about a little bit, but I'm gonna tap into these additional cards and see what else we can find. But first, this person and their workaholic ways, because with that void of course moon and that new moon in Scorpio card, they say nothing will come of this situation and work through your fears. It's basically showing that you're helping them release that energy and kind of stepping into a more free energy. They're probably beginning to explore their sexual nature in a way that they never have before due to this connection. That's what those two cards give me, that there's not necessarily too much sexuality surrounding the power, because they're stepping into that energy. That's something you two are going to explore together, probably because they work so much. Yep. I will say that there's a very active and masculine energy here with this Yang card, especially since we have that realization card I can still see. You have the Sun card, which is that card that said light. What's the other one? The light kind of feels that energy, and then that Passion Ignited card also has a similar energy. So very active connection here. Probably going to have a lot of sex together. But with that Virgo card, it's probably going to be a lot of planned, structured sex. Again, not very adventurous, at least not at the beginning or in the middle of the relationship. Maybe as you two get together and get more comfortable with one another, it may evolve, or maybe not. Maybe that's what you like. It is what it is. But I will say, between the two of you or your synastry overlay, there could be some Scorpio, Virgo, and Capricorn influences, especially Capricorn, because you have that Capricorn card, the Achiever, but you also have the 10th house, which is ruled by Capricorn. So that's a heavy Capricorn energy here. So that is a sign that is heavy here. And even if those signs don't feel right, or if you know that they aren't, it's Capricorn is showing up very heavy along with Virgo, because your person is a workaholic. Like even if they don't have those placements, that's the life they're living. So that's the energy they're aligned with. But due to this person being a workaholic, they're very successful in their career so far, because that Yang energy is action, and Virgo rules the 6th house of your day-to-day work life or your job, right? Plus, like I said, that Capricorn 10th house energy, that's career and accomplishments. So strong work vibes. So again, if those signs aren't matching with your placements or your person's placements, it could also be an indicator of you meeting this person at work or in a situation relating to work. Okay, could be volunteer work, could be social service as well, because Virgo rules like volunteer work and helping and service, things like that. I'm also seeing that this person's fantasies are surrounding that environment, like fantasizing about having sex with you at work or after doing volunteer work, or whatever that energy is for you. With the Achiever, sharpen instincts and rejuvenate. You're really teaching this person the importance of rest and leisure, okay? And Yang Virgo together is this person kind of realizing that they need to concentrate on their health and wellness, you know, through their connection with you. Like they're wanting to be healthier, focusing more on, again, rest, rejuvenation, and wellness, because they're realizing that will actually advance their career more, because they won't be running themselves into the ground anymore. So let's see if I see anything else relating to this person. With that Scorpio card, though, there are some 8th house things. So I do see you two evolving and transforming one another sexually. So that's exciting to look forward to. And with all of those active cards, like I'm saying, like there weren't lots of fantasies detailed here, but that energy, like there's a lot, like all of the situations I touched on, the sex will be very intense and passionate. Like that, like you have so many cards here symbolizing passion and like hot fiery sex. It just may not be like pile one. If you didn't pick both piles, it may not be as adventurous. It may be more vanilla brand of sex, but that doesn't change the level of passion and excitement surrounding it in the connection. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, pile 2. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, pile 3, how you seduce this person and play into their sexual fantasies. So I'm just gonna say, you must be very independent, because like your whole foundation is turning this person on. Okay, so like you must have like all of your stuff together, like you're financially stable, relatively stable in your career, like you have a good foundation in your life. Obviously you're still growing and developing, but whatever that foundation is, this person just can't stop thinking about how much you have your stuff together. So that's impressive. And your body must be crazy as well, because this person really loves like how you look, how you're shaped, how you're built, whatever that is, however that comes together for you. The way you're put together works for, like, in this person's mind, like you're the best version of yourself physically or whatever. And it's just really interesting because this person is genuinely turned on by you being financially secure in general. Like it's very like it is turning them on sexually. So I don't know, I guess if you are like more of a, like if this person came up more traditionally, like if this is a biological male that came up more traditional and you're a woman biologically that has her stuff together, maybe that's just different for that person. Like for whatever reason, you having your stuff together is a thing. Like that's not common in their perception of people like you. Or maybe regardless of gender, this person has been surrounded by people that aren't necessarily stable at all, and then they encounter you and you just kind of are vibing in life because everything is just as it should be for your comfort level. They're just not used to seeing people like that. It could be that as well. But I want to say that outside of that, just stability is a huge thing here. And like there's some sexual vibes, there's lots of sexual energy here, but this person's nature is just to seek security. Like I feel like you know that already. You should, because I feel like it's very clear if you meet this person that that is what their focus is on. Like they don't hide it. So we'll just get into it and see as this develops. I did not channel messages as I was shuffling, so maybe this person is more of a slow build up. I'm expecting that these songs will come through as they did with the other piles. If not, I apologize. Maybe if by the end of the reading songs don't channel through, I will shuffle like a playlist or something just to see if something comes through, just so that you could have at least one song. But yes, so diving right in, 4s are very important here. Now, obviously, this number symbolizes stability, but 4 is very much a key number already in this pile, because your first card, Universal Love, is number 44. You have the Foundation and Achievement card. That is 4. You also have the heart chakra, which is 4. You have the Emperor, which is the number 4 major arcana, Like that's a big deal. And in me mentioning that 4 represents stability, you have 2 Ace of Pentacles here, because you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Afro Goddess Tarot, and you also have that number 1 of physical, the red border card that says prosperity begins. There's so much stability and balance. This is where this person's focus is, right? You got the Justice, number 11. You've got the 2 of Swords. You've got the 2 of Pentacles. That is where this person's energy is, and that is why you are turning them on with how comfortable you already are in your life. And this person is already fantasizing about living with you, having access to you whenever they want to have sex with you. Like, they want to merge their whole life and being with yours, right? You have the integration card on side of universal love. You have the 10 of Cups, which is like a family energy, a complete family. This is what they're fantasizing about with you. Okay, all 3 of those balance cards, Justice and the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Like, that's just the energy of this person. And part of the fantasy is knowing that you have everything together on your own, but wanting to take care of you. This person is a nurturer. They're a giver, right? Very, very touchy-feely, okay? Like, this person wants to touch you all the time, rub on you all the time, hug on you all the time. Like, they want to give you massages. They just want to hold you for hours on the sofa, right? This person wants to make sure everything in the home is taken care of. If anything is stressing you out, they want to handle it. Like, this person is a gift giver. Like, they like to give, okay? And that ties into their sexual fantasy, right? So, like, if this person gifts you any type of jewelry, like if they buy you a necklace or a chain of some sort, they want you to keep that on during sex. Like, they want to see you with that on as they're having sex with you. Could be a bracelet, like sometimes your wedding ring, like a wedding band, things of that nature. They want to see that on you. Definitely, like, these people are marriage minded, so like if like a wedding band, a wedding ring, like that really turns them on. Like, as they're having sex with you, they want you to keep that on. They want you to not take that off. Honestly, in general, like, that's not a thing that they like you taking that off. Especially if they give you jewelry. They're not the type of person that wants you taking off jewelry that they've given you. Interesting. But like they want to like hold your hand while you have on the ring. They want to like play with the necklace around your neck, that kind of thing. And this person, like, I want to say that like, they want to buy clothes too, like whether it's lingerie, whether it's like dressing up for foreplay, or just regular clothes that they like how it fits you, how it looks on you. They want you like wearing that so that they can take it off. Okay, like, this is a very attentive and detailed person when it comes to sex. Like, there's an emphasis on like feeling. Like I said, it like feeling is a thing. Like, they want to touch you, rubbing, kissing your body, like especially the chest area, especially if you have breasts, right? Because you have that heart chakra card. And then if you look at that row of the Afro Goddess cards, there's lots of cupping and grasping of something in the imagery, right? Especially if you look at that Justice card, that's a very busty silhouette there on the design. So, and then even if you look at that 10 of Cups, especially like the way he's holding her around her arms and her chest, like, that's the energy here. And this person loves surprises, like both ways. They love getting surprises, they love giving surprises. And that also ties into sex, because this person wants to surprise you with sex. Like, that's probably that energy of stability and wanting to like be in a home together and such, because this person wants to be stable and familiar enough with you so that you could be comfortable enough with one another to just kind of know when sex is appropriate, right? They like this person wants to wake you up with sex, right? They want to wake you up with oral sex and vice versa. Like they love giving and receiving that. And that's how they fantasize about starting their day, right? They really love spontaneous sex and they want to do that with you. And it's very important to this person that they give and receive in balance in life and sex, like in just in the relationship in general. Okay. And like I said, I keep touching on this giving energy, but like you have 2 Ace of Pentacles again, and like that's just stable physical stuff. Like they want to physically do things, physically build things. Like this person wants to feed you. They're probably going to try to feed you a lot. They want to buy you things. Okay, just things like that. And I'm seeing in the imagery here that blindfolds are a thing. Okay, and like I'm hearing very specifically that that's going to tie into sex with you because they want to heighten your other senses. So they'll want to blindfold you to make you focus more on feeling the things they do to you during sex. Like that's a thing. And again, they have a extreme attention to detail and they're very attentive. So they will take special care to make sure you are feeling sex in the best way possible for you. Okay? So I think at this point I'm going to pull up, because I have 3 other decks that are kind of astrology based. I think I'm going to take this time to pull those cards and then I'll come right back. Okay, pile 3, I'm back, and luckily for us, I don't have to shuffle any playlists or anything like that, because during this shuffle, I was able to get songs to come through. So, I think Corrine Bailey Ray made the first one, which is High, and I'm linking it all in the description box. And I cannot remember this other artist. I'm sorry. But I'm going to link it in the description box. But the song is called I'm Already Home. So I'm going to link those songs so that if you're interested, you can see. Sometimes I don't remember the exact name of the song, or I don't remember the artist because I'm channeling from, I guess, memory, if you want to call it that. So yeah, I'm going to put that down there. But now we have these 3 decks laid out, and it honestly just doubles down on the energy I was mentioning. This person wants to build with you. They want to build a home. They want to build a family, especially since like we had that 4 of Wands out, like, and we had that 10 of Cups that's I can still see, and lots of Pentacles, especially the 2 Ace of Pentacles along with all of those 4s. Just to recap, you have, as the overview at the bottom here, Cancer. Okay, so Cancer rules the 4th house. So that number 4 is back again. The relevance to your life and connection, only you know. But again, the 4th house, ruled by Cancer, is the house of the home, the roots, foundation. Okay, so what really turns this person on about you is that you already have that stable foundation, and they can see themselves slipping right in and adding to that, right? Marrying you, starting a family with you. I do see that you're both still in transition, still building, but the foundation is set, right? Because you do have those mutable aspects here. You have fulfillment, preparation, and manifest. So like things are still in transition, but the whole foundation of comfort and success is already there for the both of you, and they see that, and they see that you two can grow well together. They basically see that you're basically the ready-made partner for the life they want to live. Yeah, this person is really turned on by your drive, by your motivation, like them realizing that you're not the type to settle, and that only makes them desire you more because it makes them feel like they want to step up and prove that they're worthy. Okay, so like I said, we did get some sexual energy here. It wasn't a lot, but I mean, if you were looking for this exciting sexual fantasy, then honestly, I don't know what to tell you, because you already know that that's just not this person's nature. Like, you know who you're dealing with. Sometimes I feel like y'all come on these readings and like you're wanting something that's out of character for your person, which, stop that. Just because, like, honestly, even if you're seeking that, and let's say you find it, it's not an accurate reading, because it was never meant for you, because that's not this person's nature. Like, this person is stable day-to-day energy, right? And I'm saying that because as I continue to look at these cards, the energies from them, because these are the astrology ones, so I can pull more meaning that way. Like, yeah, you have the Leo card, right? But you know, and Leo is passionate energy. It's fifth house energy of joy. It's indulgence. It is fun and romance. You're going to get that from this person. Absolutely. Like, they love that type of stuff. But this is a combo of like Cancer, Leo, Virgo energy, right? Fourth, fifth, and sixth houses. So like, this is mundane, day-to-day, simple pleasures energy. That's this person's focus. They just want to be comfortable and fulfilled by you. Like, it's all about the journey, right? Cardinal energy, which is initiating energy, to the mutable, finalizing energy. And so it's going to be fun. It's going to be pleasure. It's going to be good sex. It's going to feel good. Everything's going to be great. Like, the life is going to be great, but it's not going to be like, it's going to be more of that energy from, I'm trying to pick a good example. Like, I mean, honestly, it just basically is what I said. It's that day-to-day energy versus that larger picture. Like, your pleasures with this person, the things you're going to be doing with this person, is going to be more on a smaller scale. It's going to be detail-oriented. It's going to be day-to-day life versus, like, the world. Like, you two may not travel that much. You may travel once a year. You may take a vacation. But like, most of your excitement may be just day-to-day in your house, just you and this person watching TV, reading a book, simple pleasures of that nature. So hopefully I'm describing that right. I don't have anything else. I'm really excited that I was able to channel songs so that I didn't have to feel like I had to force it, because I didn't want to. So that is all I have today. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.